Good morning, everybody. Just bear with me. Alrighty, where am I? Okay, so I want to, I'm not going to be able to share that. Okay, so I wanted to just come in this morning. It's Monday morning here in Australia and I love myself a Monday. I'm sure most of you are the same. If you're entrepreneurial at heart, then you know what I'm talking about. Monday is always such a time of anticipation of amazing things to come, right? We know that when we start the week, we're in full control of our entire week. We get to create the life that we want. We get to take our business in the direction that we want. And it's just a time to really reaffirm, you know, our goals and our commitments to our bigger vision, right? So that's what Mondays are all about. So today I wanted to come on and just remind you of two really powerful questions you can ask yourself at the start of every week to really set you up to have an incredible week, to have a week that is powerful, to have a week that's going to move the needle on those big goals of yours. And the first question is, how can I play a bigger game this week? How can I go all in this week? Your version of that question. So instead of just going through the motions in your business, instead of just doing what's safe and what feels comfortable, ask yourself, you know, how can I go bigger this week? How can I play a bigger game this week? How can I be braver this week? How can I make a bigger impact this week? But some sort of question around that. So ask yourself your version of whatever that question is. But really a great one is, how can I play bigger this week? How can I put myself in the game in a bigger way this week? So that's the first question. Get really honest with yourself about, you know, where you've been relaxing, where you've been just resting on your laurels, where you've been inside your comfort zone, all of that stuff. And then when you've asked yourself that question, the next question you need to ask yourself is, and what's going to hold me back? What's going to get in the way? What's going to trip me up? What blocks are going to show up? Your version of that question. Because when we go to play a bigger game in our business or our life, that's when our limiting blocks come up. That's when our limiting beliefs come up, our regular blocks come up. And so tackle it head on. Know what it is before you start. So as I say, ask yourself, for example, how can I play a bigger game this week? And then you might say, for example, well, I'm going to go live every day, or I'm going to do this, or I'm, you know, whatever it is for you. I might put my hand up for that podcast interview. I'm going to go request you know, to be interviewed or something like that. Whatever it is, make sure it's big. And then, or big for you anyway. It doesn't have to, you know, whatever is big for you. This is all about you, not about comparing to anybody else. And then knowing yourself, tap into that place of, well, what usually trips me up? Where does the fear usually surface? And what does that look like when that fear surfaces? Does it look like I've run away? Do I run away? Do I avoid doing the work? Do I only half do it? Or ask yourself, you know yourself, and tap into that, tackle it head on, know in advance what's going to trip you up, and then navigate your way around it. Know it's there for a reason. You know, fear's there to keep us safe and all those things, but there's no fun in playing it safe. There's no big wins or quantum leaps in playing it safe. So don't play it safe. Get out there, go big, know what's going to trip you up, navigate your way around it, and have an amazing week. And I'm hoping that you guys were able to catch up on all of the homework from the last week from the program. And I would love to see some of your stuff come through the news feed, sharing your launch pages, sharing your groups, things like that. So I want to hear what you're doing with the program. And as I say, I think next week we're going to start a new one, which is going to be the Discovery Call Challenge. So that's going to be, I would say, next week. We'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty sure I'll let you know later in the week anyway. I've just got to have a look at my calendar for this week's pretty busy. Next week, I'm not sure how that's looking. I'm going to have a look, but I would say it's likely we'll do that next week. Anyway, have an amazing week. Go hard, play big, and don't let fear bite you in the ass. Bye.